Welcome to the past and present. Please like, share and subscribe. In the world of numismatics, a select group of banknotes stands out for their extraordinary rarity, historical significance, and immense value. These are the top 20 most sought after and prized banknotes that have captured the attention of collectors and enthusiasts worldwide. Number 20. 1918 100,000 Kronen notes, Austria-Hungary. The 1918 100,000 Kronen banknotes from Austria-Hungary are indeed historically significant and valuable. These banknotes were issued during a time of economic turmoil, at the end of World War I and the dissolution of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. The hyperinflation and economic instability of the era led to the issuance of high-denomination banknotes like the 100,000 Kronen note. The design of these banknotes often reflects the challenges faced by the region at the time. Due to their rarity and the circumstances of their issuance, they have become sought-after collector's items. It was sold for $10,000. Number 19. The 1 yuan commemorative banknote of the Chinese Republic with a portrait of Yuan Shikai flanked by 2 lions and the obverse and the Great Wall on the reverse was issued by the Bank of China is one of rarest of them all, and it is believed that there are only 3 banknotes in existence. It was printed by the Chinese Bureau of Engraving and Printing in 1913. In 1913, China was undergoing a tumultuous period marked by the decline of the Qing dynasty and the rise of new political forces. Yuan Shikai, a powerful general, emerged as a central figure in this shifting landscape. As the country grappled with internal strife and external pressures, Yuan Shikai was appointed as the President of the Republic of China and attempted to unify the nation under his leadership. The issuance of the 1 yuan banknote with Yuan Shikai's portrait was emblematic of his influence and authority. In 2018, it was sold at auction for $11,000. Number 18. 1890 £100 note, United Kingdom. The 1890 £100 note from the United Kingdom is one of the most rare and valuable banknotes in the world. Also known as the Black Swan note, it's famous for its scarcity and unique design. These banknotes were issued by the Bank of England, and their limited issuance contributes to their high value among collectors. The 1890 £100 note, United Kingdom, was sold at auction for $38,000. Number 17. 1896 Educational Series Silver Certificates, United States. The 1896 Educational Series Silver Certificates from the United States are renowned for their stunning artistic designs and historical significance. This series of banknotes was introduced to showcase intricate artwork and promote education. The notes are celebrated for their elaborate allegorical vignettes representing themes like electricity as the dominant force in the world and history instructing youth. These banknotes were part of the larger efforts to elevate the design and aesthetic appeal of US currency. They were issued in various denominations, ranging from $1 to $1,000. The reverse sides of the notes also featured intricate designs, making them not only valuable for their rarity but also for their artistic merit. The 1896 Educational Series Silver Certificates sold at auction sold for $38,400 in 2021. Number 16. 1894 Imperial Bank of China $10, China. The 1894 Imperial Bank of China $10 banknote holds both historical significance and numismatic value. Issued during a time of political and economic change in China, this banknote provides a window into the late Qing dynasty era and the country's transition to modern banking and currency systems. The design of the banknote typically features intricate artwork, including depictions of dragons, temples, and other traditional Chinese elements. These notes were part of the efforts to modernize China's monetary system and establish a more standardized form of currency. The most expensive 1894 Imperial Bank of China $10 note sold at auction for $50,000. Number 15. 1865 100 peso banknote, Dominican Republic. The 1865 100 peso banknote from the Dominican Republic is a piece of historical currency that holds both cultural significance and numismatic value. Issued during a period of political and economic changes in the Dominican Republic, this banknote provides insight into the country's history and financial evolution. The design of the banknote typically features intricate engravings, often portraying notable figures, symbols, and landmarks of the time. These notes offer a glimpse into the artistry and craftsmanship of the period, as well as the cultural influences of the Dominican Republic. The 1865 100 peso banknote, Dominican Republic, sold at auction for $50,000. Number 14. 1933 $10 silver certificate, United States. The 1933 $10 silver certificate from the United States is a notable banknote due to its historical context and numismatic significance. These banknotes were issued during a period of change in the U.S. currency system and reflect the shift away from the gold standard. The design of the banknote features a portrait of Alexander Hamilton, the first Secretary of the Treasury, on the obverse. The reverse typically displays intricate decorative elements and seals. However, the 1933 series is particularly noteworthy due to a significant historical event. In the midst of the Great Depression, the United States stopped redeeming gold for paper currency, effectively taking the country off the gold standard. As a result, most of the 1933 $10 silver certificates were never released to the public. The 1933 $10 silver certificate, United States, sold at auction for $70,500. Number 13. 1929 National Banknotes, United States. The 1929 National Banknotes from the United States are a series of banknotes that hold both historical importance and collector appeal. These notes are distinct for being issued by individual national banks rather than the federal government, following the National Bank Act of 1863. The design of the 1929 national banknotes typically features a portrait of George Washington on the obverse, and the reverse often showcases intricate artwork and symbols unique to each issuing bank. The notes were issued in various denominations, including $5, $10, $20, $50, and $100. The most expensive 1929 national banknote sold at auction for $100,000. Number 12. 1907 Trial Color Specimen Note, United States. The 1907 Trial Color Specimen Notes from the United States are intriguing and historically significant pieces of currency. These notes were produced as part of the U.S. Bureau of Engraving and Printing's efforts to test and refine the designs, colors, and printing techniques for upcoming banknote series. The design of the 1907 Trial Color Specimen Notes often features the portrait of a prominent figure, such as Thomas Jefferson or Andrew Jackson, along with various intricate designs and color variations. These notes were typically marked as specimen to indicate that they were not intended for circulation. The most recent auction of a 1907 Trial Color Specimen Note was sold for $150,000. Number 11. 1937 Bank of Canada $1,000, Canada. The 1937 Bank of Canada $1,000 banknote is a noteworthy piece of Canadian currency that holds both historical importance and collector value. Issued by the Bank of Canada, this high-denomination banknote is part of a series of Canadian banknotes featuring various denominations. The design of the 1937 Bank of Canada $1,000 note typically features a portrait of Sir Wilfrid Laurier. The reverse side often displays intricate designs, seals, and other security features. These banknotes were issued during a period when Canada was transitioning to a more modernized currency system. The 1937 Bank of Canada $1,000 was sold at auction for $150,000. Number 10. 1958, 100 rupiah banknote, Indonesia. The 1958, 100 rupiah banknote is a significant piece of currency that holds both historical importance and collector appeal. Issued during a period of political and economic change in Indonesia, this banknote provides insight into the country's history and financial development. The design of the banknote typically features a portrait of Sukarno, the first president of Indonesia, on the obverse. The reverse often showcases intricate artwork, symbols, and elements of Indonesian culture and history. These banknotes were part of Indonesia's efforts to establish a stable and unified currency system after gaining independence from Dutch colonial rule. The 1958-100 rupiah banknote represents a step toward building a modern nation with its own currency. The 1958-100 rupiah banknote was sold at auction for $150,000. Number 9. 1928 Gold Certificate $100, United States. The 1928 Gold Certificate $100 banknote from the United States is a notable piece of currency with historical significance and collector interest. Gold certificates were a form of paper currency that could be redeemed for the equivalent value in gold coins or bullion, reflecting the gold standard system that was in place at the time. The design of the 1928 Gold Certificate $100 note typically features a portrait of Benjamin Franklin on the obverse and intricate decorative elements on the reverse. These notes were issued in various denominations and represent a part of U.S. currency history. These gold certificates were initially intended to provide a convenient way for individuals and businesses to hold and transfer ownership of gold. However, the issuance of gold certificates was discontinued in the United States in the 1930s, contributing to their collector appeal. 1928 Gold Certificate $100, United States was sold at auction for $200,000. Number 8. 1954 Devil's Face Banknote Series, Canada. The 1954 Devil's Face Banknote Series from Canada is a unique and intriguing collection of banknotes known for their historical significance and collector appeal. This series is famous for a distinctive design element, a faint image of a devil's face that appears in the hair of Queen Elizabeth II on the banknotes. The design of the 1954 Devil's Face banknotes features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, while the reverse showcases various images and symbols representing Canada. The inclusion of the devil's face, albeit unintentional, has added an element of curiosity and mystique to these banknotes. The term devil's face was coined by collectors and refers to the serendipitous appearance of a small, subtle image that resembles a face within the Queen's hair. This design anomaly occurred due to a combination of factors during the printing process. The most expensive 1954 Devil's Face banknote was sold at auction for $250,000. Number 7. 1923 1 million mark note. Germany is a historically significant and captivating piece of currency that reflects the challenging economic conditions faced by the country during the early 1920s. This banknote is a vivid example of the hyperinflation that Germany experienced after World War I, leading to the issuance of banknotes with extremely high denominations. 1923 1 million mark note typically features intricate engravings, symbols, and ornate artwork. The denomination itself is a testament to the economic turmoil and hyperinflation that rendered the German mark nearly worthless. During this period, the value of the German mark plummeted dramatically due to a combination of war reparations, economic instability, and other factors. The issuance of high-denomination banknotes like the 1 million mark note was a desperate attempt to keep up with the escalating prices. 1923 1 million mark note, Germany, was sold at auction for $250,000. Number 6. 1914 Australian 10 shillings, Australia. The 1914 Australian 10 shillings banknote is a piece of currency with historical significance and collector interest. This banknote was issued by the Commonwealth of Australia and reflects a pivotal period in Australia's history. This banknote is notable as it represents a time when Australia was transitioning from being a collection of separate colonies to becoming a unified nation within the Commonwealth. The issuance of currency bearing the name Commonwealth of Australia underscored the country's newfound status as a unified federation. The most expensive 1914 Australian 10 shillings was sold at auction for $300,000. Number 5. 1935 $500 banknote, Canada. The 1935 $500 banknote from Canada is a significant and sought-after piece of currency with both historical importance and collector appeal. This high-denomination banknote reflects a period of economic change and transition in Canada. During the 1930s, Canada underwent economic challenges as a result of the Great Depression. High-denomination banknotes like the $500 note were issued as part of efforts to manage the financial turmoil and support the stability of the banking system. The 1935 $500 banknote was sold at auction for $338,000. Number 4. 1882 $500 gold certificate, United States. It is one of the rarest and most valuable banknotes in the world. Only about 100-1882 $500 gold certificates are known to exist. They were issued during the Gilded Age, when the United States was experiencing rapid economic growth. The 1882 $500 gold certificate is notable for its beautiful design and its use of gold leaf. It is also notable for its rarity and its high value. In 2013, an 1882 $500 gold certificate was sold at auction for $1.2 million, making it one of the most expensive banknotes ever sold. Number 3. 1915 $10,000 gold certificate, United States. The 1915 $10,000 gold certificate from the United States is an extremely rare and valuable piece of currency with historical significance and collector allure. Gold certificates were a form of paper currency that could be redeemed for the equivalent value in gold coins or bullion, reflecting the gold standard system in place at the time. The design of the 1915 $10,000 gold certificate typically features intricate engravings, ornate artwork, and decorative elements. These notes were issued in high denominations and represent a unique chapter in U.S. currency history. Due to their high denomination and limited issuance, the 1915 $10,000 gold certificates are among the most sought after and valuable banknotes in the world. The 1915 $10,000 gold certificate, United States, was sold at auction for $1.25 million. Number 2. 1934 $10,000 Federal Reserve Note, United States. The 1934 $10,000 Federal Reserve Note from the United States is an exceedingly rare and valuable piece of currency with historical significance and collector appeal. Federal Reserve Notes are the primary type of paper currency used in the United States, and they are issued by the Federal Reserve System. These high-denomination notes represent a unique segment of U.S. currency history. Due to their extremely high denomination and limited issuance, $10,000 Federal Reserve Notes are among the most sought-after and valuable banknotes in the world. They are prized by collectors and numismatists for their rarity, historical importance, and connection to the financial systems of the past. It is the highest denomination Federal Reserve Note ever issued by the United States. Only 342, 1934 $10,000 Federal Reserve Notes were printed, and most of them were destroyed. In 2014, a 1934 $10,000 Federal Reserve Note was sold at auction for $2.25 million, making it the most expensive banknote ever sold. Number 1. 1890 Grand Watermelon $1,000 Note, United States. The 1890 Grand Watermelon $1,000 note from the United States is an iconic and exceptionally valuable piece of currency with a unique design and historical significance. These notes are part of the U.S. Treasury's efforts to create distinctive and elaborate designs for higher denomination banknotes. The name Grand Watermelon is derived from the appearance of the zeros in the denomination 1000, which resemble watermelons due to their shape and design. This playful nickname adds to the note's allure among collectors. The design of the 1890 Grand Watermelon $1,000 note typically features intricate engravings, ornate artwork, and decorative elements. These high-denomination notes are notable for their intricate details and the distinctive watermelon-like appearance of the zeros. The most expensive 1890 Grand Watermelon note ever sold at auction was sold for $3.29 million in January 2014. Thanks for watching. Well, come along with me to the next journey. Till then, please subscribe to the past and present and click the bell icon to get notified about our upcoming videos.